We're ready. Willie Simon, what a treat.
Oh, baby. I love you
Yes.
guys. It's good to be here. This is going to be awesome.
Welcome to
start.
Everybody's Got a Prize.
I heard I got to drink hot sauce today, dude. I'm not ready.
No.
Okay, I don't.
No, you don't have to do anything if you don't want.
Oh.
We'll
That's-
just
that
tell
sounds
you.
ominous.
I mean, if you want to make some money.
I mean, we have hot sauce.
If you got to make some money.
I mean, you just go right out of the gate. You want to drink hot sauce?
No, I don't want to
We
drink hot
got
sauce.
it, dude.
All right, I'll drink hot sauce.
That's pretty good. I heard I have to cut my hand off today.
Yeah,
Like, oh my
yeah.
gosh, he heard about the podcast.
Yeah. Wow.
He brought a knife. Why is he excited about cut his hand off?
Oh, the knife's not going to work.
Today our guest is Willie Simon.
What's up?
Josh Nelson, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I feel really good.
What's new with you?
Oh, nothing. Let's see what's new. We went to Jersey. That was
Yeah,
fun.
Bananas Comedy Club.
Bananas
And if
Comedy
you're
Club.
curious, not trying to burn any bridges,
Don't
but
do
if
it.
they tell
Don't
you,
do it.
if they tell you that you're doing Bananas Comedy Club, what they meant is Rutherford, New Jersey, Holiday Inn, Conference Room B.
It was.
That's what they mean. What do you mean comedy club?
It's like a ghost kitchen, but for comedy
You
club.
can't call that a comedy
That's kinda
club if
fun.
you just have a room at a hotel that's in a neighborhood.
It is funny, though. They're like, but Jimmy Fallon got his start here. You're like, okay. And?
Also, not even there.
Yeah.
A hotel that was
As a
5
bell
miles
house.
up the road.
Clothes.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny is I think we got there a couple hours earlier before the shows. Like,
Only a couple hours.
he was staying there, and we got
Yeah.
there, and then they're like setting up. They're putting a sign out and setting it up.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a thing to set it up. It was
It's
just
like
like
Boeing
oh,
regional meeting. And
here's
you're
a
like,
s-
you got to raise
yeah,
that, dude.
It
You
was
have
an
to put comedy
easel.
club.
It was an easel and a sign, and that sign's not up all the time where people would go, "Oh, there's a comedy show back there." No,
Yeah.
it's up like an hour before showtime.
Yeah.
They're
They
like,
get
"What the
there
fuck
and they're
is
like,
this?"
oh, I think I made the wrong turn. I'm looking for the pool.
Yeah,
They're not
seriously.
fucking excited about
Oh
that.
no, there's nobody staying at this hotel for any reason, really.
And then then they're like, yeah,
go for
if
bananas.
you guys want anything, just go to the hotel bar and order it. So you're just like
It was
just
fascinating.
waiting for all the other guests to order at the hotel bar to be
And
like,
like I
hey,
said-
can I get a water?
I don't want to talk trash because they were really good to me and Josh.
They
We had a
were
good
great.
time and we had fun. We had good shows. But it's not a comedy club. It's a grift.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit of shit.
Hey, well, that's pretty good.
And I never talk shit, but so some clubs they get features rooms, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of clubs don't, that's just part of the thing as featuring. Well, this club didn't get you a room, and you're like, oh, you're not going to get me a room, and you're
but the club
in
is a room.
a hotel. Like you can't just get one of your rooms. Like
Yeah, let me crash in the green room. I don't
let me,
care.
let me crash in conference room A, which was empty.
They're like, no, we have a meeting there
It
tomorrow.
was fascinating.
So it's funny. You don't want to complain, but you're just like, that made no sense.
But
Craig
one of my,
Conant said
but
he-
one of my favorite moments of life, yeah, and I know that sounds dramatic, of life, but it's true, was getting to hang out with you in New York City.
That was fun.
I was so happy.
It was so cold, though.
Yeah. But we would just be cold, and then we'd walk into one of the billion coffee shops
Yeah.
that I know.
It was a lot of fun,
Yeah.
but we would walk like for 15 minutes, and we'd be like, "You ready for coffee?"
Yep.
Like it was
just
so
pop
cold.
in somewhere.
That's so funny.
He like looked at jackets. It
Oh
was
yeah,
so cold.
We
and
go
I
to a
was
store
like,
that just
yeah.
makes things out of leather. You're like, I don't need a saddle or boots, but let's just go in here.
I was like,
stare
I
at
That's
really-
what I was doing when I went to New York.
Yeah.
I was there for like Christmas-ish, and it was fucking beautiful, but I was like, more jacket stores, dude. Let's keep hitting these.
When I think that I hate New York, like, because I have this like terrible relationship with New York, like, it's like a love hate, which everyone does, by the way.
Yeah.
But I'm always so used to being there alone, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Is that it's just I'm used to the alone. So when I got to like show him the cellar, even
that
though
was
it
cool.
wasn't open, like I was just happy to like have a buddy. I was just like walking on sunshine. Just
Yeah, it
going,
was
I
cool.
love this
Yeah,
place.
I was walking. That was my first time going. It
Really?
seemed like
I didn't.
it was-
I thought you'd been there before. For
no, I've never. And it was like getting to walk around like it was so like alive. I've never seen like a city that's like actually
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
When
It's
did
like
you
LA's
go?
like undead.
It's because everyone's living on top of each other.
yeah, exactly. There's
It has to be alive when
everyone's
you can't
like
drive
climbing
anywhere.
fucking- yeah.
When did you go?
Christmas. So it was like
Okay,
the
so you went when
day
it was
after
cold.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
New
like
York-
magical. Like all the lights are
Yeah,
on
Christmas
and shit.
would
I'm
be a
like,
cool
oh my
spot,
god.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, New York City is alive the way you'll tear up a piece of wood and see 700 roaches on top of each other.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yeah,
Like, look how
exactly.
alive these roaches are. That's New York. Everybody's on top of each other. No one wants to stay home because they live in a 5 foot by 5 foot square.
Yeah, that they can't heat. Like, can be anywhere.
They've never seen counter space in a bathroom. Though you have a counter in your bathroom.
You gotta pee in the sink. They don't have a toilet.
Usually it's just a floating piece of porcelain. What do you mean you can put things down next to it? That's wild.
It was
I
funny.
eat over the trash. That's what I do.
It was funny because he kept saying how clean it was because it was pretty clean.
Way cleaner than
Yeah,
ever
because
seen
it was
before.
cold and it was like it was
Yeah,
pretty
it was pretty
clean.
nice when I went. I didn't think it was that dirty.
But there was just like, but also still just like 9 trash bags in an area
Yeah.
on the ground. So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
still
Yeah, there's like a
The
million people
snow
in one
was
building.
covering the litter and syringes. So like with that nicely fallen snow, I was like, it's really clean out
it
here.
was clean.
And
Man,
since
it's so
he's never
sparkly
seen
and
it,
it's just like needles.
yeah.
together.
And since he's
like
never
glistening
seen
in
it,
the sun.
he's going, but there's like 75 bags of trash. I was like, yeah, but they're in a bag and they're next to the trash can. Like that's clean in New York.
Yeah, it doesn't
It was
smell because
fun.
it's cold.
It was fun. Dude. You I don't know if you want to tell it or not, but you told me one story at the coffee shop, and I've been dying laughing about it for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, about the blind guy.
The blind guy, dude. It's
Well, it's like-
this. I was dying.
Well, just the idea
It's just
is
a
that,
blind
like,
guy.
Well, no,
There's like
when,
no story. It's just-
when you're a kid,
yeah, I saw this guy. He couldn't see. It's
yeah,
fucking crazy.
God hated his eyes.
He was like feeling around.
We
What
were
an
high
idiot.
fiving, like we can see.
That wasn't
Hey, I'm
the
over
story.
here.
Yeah.
No,
What-
over here.
We fucked with him. We pushed him around.
No, none of that's the story, dude.
No, here's the story. I was just saying, like when we were kids, you get taught to not like, you know, if there's a kid in your class with a wheelchair, don't treat him different.
Yeah, yeah.
Treat him just as
Or
a,
not
you know.
stare. But you know, with blind people, you can stare. All you want,
No,
right?
my
Come
point
on.
is, you know what I mean? Like they always teach you, like just be, you know, they can do anything you can do.
Yeah.
Treat them like everyone else. Don't baby them. Don't be condescending, right?
Yeah.
So we're at this coffee shop and this blind guy comes in and he's got a cane. He's just whacking everything. He just whacking everything, and all of us are just like, you know, we're writing jokes and stuff, and we're just looking at him. We're like, no, you know, don't embarrass him by staring at him. Don't fucking make it uncomfortable. We're just writing. After him whacking each stare and like being in the corner, like at the thing, this girl gets up. She walks over and she's like, "Hey, do you need help?" And he goes, "Yes, yes, someone help me."
Clearly.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we should have offered to help
Somebody
this
help
guy
me.
because we're in our mind." We just think, well, don't, you know, he's
Yeah,
just
well-
as able as us.
Yeah.
We're being good-hearted, but the truth is the fucker needs help.
Yeah.
He can't see it. The dude could have ordered from a painting, and I'd have been like, well, I guess he can do that here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you can order from paintings
Oh, I don't
now.
want to embarrass him.
Yeah, he's like that rule applies, but not to blind people.
Yeah.
Like I can't see.
Or it is respectful to just ask people if they need help, and if they say no, then that's
Yeah.
okay. You're just being nice. And
Yeah,
I was just like, oh yeah, it was a lesson learned. You know, like
Yeah.
maybe offer some help for people that need it.
I don't know. I feel like that guy could have spoken up. You know what I mean? Been like, hey, help me out, instead of just like passive aggressively whacking.
Well, he didn't even know if
everything.
there's people in there.
Yeah, you don't know there's people in there.
And then also, like, I
Yeah,
think
they're all
about it,
being
like,
so quiet.
on airplanes when, like, a woman's, like, struggling with her luggage to put it up. I'm like, well, I don't want to be sexist.
Yeah, that's weird.
And, like, be like, hey, little lady, do you need a big, strong man? So, but, like, help.
yeah.
That is a good, forget the sexist
Except for if you
thing.
ever,
Just offer. Do you want me to help you? No? Okay. Then, yeah, or yes, you know, like, I think that's
exactly.
a good lesson.
have you ever helped somebody and they go, I could get it myself, and you're like, oh God, why did I help?
I
you?
haven't, but that is the fear.
I've had that happen one time.
That's the
She's
fear,
like,
and that's
I
why I
could get
don't
it
ask.
myself. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, why did I do this? I didn't really want to help you at all either,
I know.
and I just was trying to be nice.
Actually, that's how I'm gonna do it from now on. In case that happens, because that is my fear. Is I'll be like, "Do you need some help?" And if they go, "I can get it," I'll be like, "Well, excuse me."
yeah, be like a dick about it.
Just have a response ready.
Ooh, big strong lady.
Oh,
wants
sorry, I
to
didn't
do
know
it.
you were a lesbo.
She's like, I'm not.
Just double down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just double down.
The whole
Oh, you
plane-
can get it? Let's fucking see it then.
Yeah.
Let's
Go
see it.
ahead. You struggling.
And then heckler
Yeah.
for the whole
It'd
time.
be done already if
The
I did
whole
it.
plane's like, I thought that guy was a nice guy.
You're just like, hey, people, she can't get her bag up. You're
Look
calling
at
all
this
the-
weak woman. What a weak woman.
drawing all the attention.
Trying to high five the guys. They're like, no, no.
Stop, dude.
I'm not in on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not in this one.
This is insane.
People are such cowards in those situations too. Like when there's a conflict, you realize how many people don't want to.
No.
People don't want conflict in general,
Especially
which is good.
on planes.
But, oh, yeah.
Planes, you're
Yeah.
just like, I'm looking down, I'm getting to my destination. I don't care about anything
Yeah.
else.
Well, you see a conflict in the beginning of a flight, you're like, dude, I can't deal with 5 more hours of this. Like,
Yeah.
you just want to be like,
Oh, yeah.
not happening to me.
You're
I'm looking
stuck.
forward. Yeah.
Well, another thing is like how many times people try to drag me into their negativity, and I just don't want to be associated. I get so uncomfortable. Like for example, you're at a grocery store, and there's a long line of people waiting to check out, but they only have one register open or something.
Yeah.
And then the lady behind you's like, I mean, they could open another register. You know, like there's one person, we got a whole line, and then and they're like, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, don't bring me into this.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about this. You're bitch. You know,
Yeah.
you're the one bitching about this.
I think this is moving just fast enough.
Yeah, you know what? Just be patient. Like, you know, my instinct is to just turn on this lady.
I think it's funny also when they have like conflict before the flight and then it's taking off for 5 hours. And you're like, what are they doing that whole time?
Yeah.
They're just like hating each other, looking
Yeah.
at it,
Yeah.
just like
Just watching
ignoring
Harry
each other.
Potter pissed as fuck.
The whole flight.
Because you're stuck right there. That's too close for a guy you hate.
Sirius Black killed that rat guy. God, I fucking hate that bitch in the
Yeah,
4C.
just making up everything possible.
They're looking at his screen. Of course, he's watching the Eagles concert. I knew he'd be a fucking Eagles fan.
Just making up all
Whatever
this
it is, you're just mad at him doing it.
Christina-
Oh, look at him watching Friends.
My girlfriend, she had the guy sit next to her and was like, he was like a fat guy spilling over in her seat. And so she saw that he was reading Harry Potter. So she started watching the movies that he was on in the book.
Oh, that's great.
Spoiling the fucking-
Just taunting him.
That's
so
He's like
great.
reading the fourth one. She's like, I'm playing fucking the
Yeah.
fourth Harry Potter.
Just fast
checking,
forward
making
to
sure
the
he can
middle.
see it the whole time.
It's really funny.
Fast forward a little ahead of where he's at.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be something to do related to him being fat, but
No, just ruining his nice time in the book. It's perfect.
I had a.
That's mean no matter who you are.
that's perfect.
so
yeah, exactly. Skinny or fat, I'm doing that to you.
Yeah.
Ruining your little book.
Yeah. Enjoy your child book, you fucking idiot.
That's so mean. I had on my flight back from New York just this huge dude. I wouldn't even say he was definitely overweight, but he was just a big, massive dude.
Yeah.
And he sat middle seat, and I was just like, "Come on, man, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
I do-
you got to go aisle or window if you're that big." Like he was just like in both areas, just, and I'm
Right.
like trying to curl
It's
up.
the
in
worst.
and I'm not a small dude, but I'm this guy was like double my size.
I
He's
also
like, "Come
I want to
on,
make a
man."
Patreon exclusive about this subject because it's like it seems to be popping up on my Instagram and TikTok a bunch. But like the people that are like, can you believe the planes won't give me a second seat when I'm this large? It's like, well, here's the thing. It's like I get that might be a humiliating experience and stuff, but you must be aware that you are of a size that the majority of society isn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I want 2 seats too, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know what
we'd
I
all
mean?
love to.
When you know you're different than the thing, why would a plane make seats
Yeah.
for an exception?
I
You're like,
should be
you're an
rewarded
exception.
with a second seat by not fucking spilling over into the next
Right.
guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be like, man, this guy rules. Give him a
It's
second seat. 'cause he's-
It's a strange thing to expect.
yeah.
Like if you're 8 feet tall and you're like, can you believe these seats aren't made for me? You're like, yeah, you're very unique
Yeah.
measurements.
Yeah.
They wouldn't make anything with you in mind. You're such an anomaly.
But at least if you're really tall, there's you get like the aisle like by the wing or like the emergency row.
Yeah,
or
that's
something
only
like
like
that, you know?
Southwest
there's,
flights.
There's no like a fat guy special seat.
Dude, I
where
got
it's
an
first
idea.
class. This is perfect for
First
helping
class.
the people. Yeah, first class.
I got an idea.
That's the seat.
Yeah.
Why don't they make like a heavy like section where it's 2 seats, but like 8 seats, and then you just pay double the price?
It'd be fine if those were double the price.
Yeah.
If they're going to be the same price as mine, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, no, but the airline
You
makes
buy
their
up all the
money
fat
up.
guy ones.
Yeah.
Well, but in my mind, it's like, like the reason I would have a problem with that is because the airplanes deal with weight.
Yeah, it's weight.
Yeah.
It's safety
Well, that's what I
is
mean.
involved. So like you're causing more weight on this plane, you should have to pay more.
Well, like if you're like a tall guy, like maybe you could help better with like rescue. Like maybe if you're big and fat, you're like the ballast weight or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And so like at least you're still helping the
You're
plane.
a hero. They're like, yeah, thanks for sitting in
yeah.
this.
The
You made
inflatable rafts.
Yeah, you got us through that fucking hard like wind section. You know what I mean? Like,
Also, like you said with weight, it is odd that they're like, your bag can't be over 50 or we're going to charge you a lot more money. But
Right.
that guy's fine,
But a
dude.
Persian-
That guy's fine, dude.
Yeah, like, well, his bag doesn't have feelings. That's why we charged him $200.
He's fine, dude.
Yeah, the bag doesn't write annoying or doesn't make annoying TikTok videos going, how can you believe someone treated me different even though I look completely different than everyone else?
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But flying, good times.
It's going to be the rest of your life.
I know.
I sat next to this big fat kid out of like South Carolina one time. And he was one of those like 16-year-olds where you're like, fuck, this kid's gonna die in like 4 years. Like it's bumming me out.
Sad
But
one.
he's like sitting next to me and I'm like, oh, like, big dude. He's sweating on me already. Plane hasn't taken off. I'm not stoked. But can't do anything about it. And then he pulls out this thing of Bojangles and stops eating Bojangles. And I'm like, all right, now I am mad.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
you're fucking.
Sometimes the
don't
food-
get fatter on the plane
Yeah.
next to me, dude. Fuck you.
This is kind of how we got in this situation.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you're kind of exacerbating this, my man.
I was on a flight one time, dude, brought a can of tuna.
Oh my god,
Okay.
yeah.
Livid,
insane.
livid, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about it.
Why?
Like you go to the
How do you
bathroom and be
even
like,
open a
can
can
you
of tuna?"
believe that guy brought tuna? Like
Yeah.
it was insane.
This is just
It was
another.
it was like the pull tab. Like you pulled it open.
It's
Like
funny.
Cat food?
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
basically. But
maybe it was cat food, dude.
it's funny that we're doing back-to-back controversial subjects like this, but
With the food on, yeah.
But like, so I watched a movie last night where a girl was eating Indian food, and it was like the 70s or something. So like in the 70s, they were like, "Can you believe how smelly her food is in the break room?" And this girl like sued the company, like they're all racist because they were calling my food smelly because it's from India. It's like, no, it's just smelly food.
the food
if,
smells.
If I ate an egg salad sandwich on an airplane, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're a bad guy. If
You're
you brought
punishing
smelly
everybody else.
food.
Yeah.
If the food smells, I would say at all strong, you're probably a jerk.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even think
or
you
selfish.
I don't
Yeah,
even think you
exactly.
should get to bring In and Out. Like it
Right.
smells too. I want the In and Out.
Anything
Like
that
that's
smells
not fair,
too
dude.
much.
It smells
Yeah,
good.
should be smellless foods.
Do you guys like flying? Are you fine with flying?
I'm the best at
yeah,
flying.
you fly all the time.
I
You're
also
pretty good at it.
what I'm about to say doesn't apply to parents. I get that flying with kids is got to
nightmare.
be stressful.
lot, yeah.
But now if you don't have kids and you're just flying alone, what are we complaining about? You just sit in a chair
Yeah.
and play video games or watch movies and they bring you food and drink. What's the problem? What are we bitching about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
You get-
doing construction. You can even nap.
Also,
That is-
you get to Denver in 2 hours instead of 20 hours.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
you gotta
and you have
be,
to eat your daughter. Yeah, you like just got there. It is nice. It is amazing. I
Wait,
get like
what?
scared. That's where I'm like fucking. That's where I don't
Wait,
like
did you say eat your daughter?
Yeah,
Yeah, in the old days.
In like the old days.
Oh, okay.
That's
If it
the only way
took
to get
20
to
hours.
Denver.
Donner Oregon Trail. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah.
And you got
I thought we were
sick.
talking about today's days. I was like, what?
Yeah, you have a layover. You got to eat your daughter.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Well, just in my mind, it's like I always just take it back to like hard labor.
Yeah.
You know, people
No,
are
that's
like,
a good
"Oh,
way to do
stand
it.
up's really hard." It goes, not as hard as pouring concrete.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as like, working at McDonald's for
Yeah,
8 hours.
Getting up at 3 a.m. to fucking
Yes.
sweat over a grill. It sounds
yeah,
way
an
worse.
hour of comedy. Woo.
Yeah, exactly.
But aren't you doing 3 podcasts? Yeah, 1 hour each.
Yeah. And it's
Once
like
a
talking to my
week.
friends.
Yeah,
Sometimes
what-
I
this
got to
is
drink hot sauce. What are you going to do?
So fun to me.
That's great. I got a question for you though, because you fly a lot,
Yeah.
and some people like to complain, and this is something I would like to complain about, and I'm curious if it's valid.
Okay.
So now they have internet on the plane, Wi-Fi, which is awesome. But when the Wi-Fi doesn't work on a
yeah.
plane, are you allowed to bitch and complain
No,
about
yeah,
that?
I
Oh,
was gonna-
sure you are. Yeah,
Okay.
you
I
can
think-
complain about any of these things for sure.
But is that a valid? Like I flew out for 5 hours from San Diego to Newark, and they're like, the Wi-Fi doesn't work, and you're like,
No, dude, the Wi-Fi thing
I
is
was
the
supposed
biggest.
to work.
That's the biggest fucking
Oh, I was
scam.
gonna spoil. I didn't want to spoil it if that was still a secret.
No, I'm supposed to, like, I'm working.
He's supposed to be working.
I'm supposed
and
to be working.
instead,
I'm on a
he's
flight.
just off the grid for 8 hours.
accounts are like, we didn't get our order. You're like, well, they didn't have
Yeah.
Wi-Fi on my plane. My
Well,
bad.
And that Wi-Fi thing, like now they're not providing you with like the movie stuff that they already
Yeah.
have too. They're just like expecting you to watch it on your phone or like whatever. Like,
But that technology's gotten better. Like YouTube and Netflix have a thing where they just automatically download things for you that they assume you might want to watch.
Yeah.
Based on what you subscribe to.
yeah, but then you gotta
And
like
then you
have all
don't
that
even
stuff
need
on your-
internet. You can just watch it.
But then you're like your
We're not
computer's
all-
full
yeah.
of like movies and stuff.
No, that's not
instead of-
downloaded to your computer or your phone.
See-
It's downloaded to the Netflix app.
He's good.
Oh, what?
He's a professional
Okay.
traveler. He
Yeah,
can teach.
you're
You
doing
should
it
do
better.
like a tutorial.
I
on this
should
shit.
because it's
Yeah.
also packing
It's just
a
like
bag.
fly first class, idiot.
No, it's not. No, that's not true.
That's the best way to do
Here's a
it.
tutorial. Fly first class.
I will say,
Real over.
out of all the that's funny. Out of all the credit I give technology, Wi-Fi on planes is still terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
yeah, it doesn't work.
2024, that's like, I mean, even if you buy the Wi-Fi and they have the Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
you're just going, I'm not even getting text right now
Yeah.
for like an hour. So
Like
it is
fucking-
tough.
It's like Wi-Fi that only works with like Age of Ultron, the Avengers movie. Like it's like,
It's like the
it sucks,
Wi-Fi
dude.
in when Wi-Fi first came out of your house.
Yeah.
Where you're like, what's the point?
Yeah, you
I'll
can
just
hear in the
wait.
back like do do do. You're like, is that dial-up fucking?
They also do like shady stuff where they're like, if you want this Wi-Fi, it's $9. If you want good
Oh, I
Wi-Fi,
know.
it's $15.
Yeah,
You're like,
what is that?
Just give me the good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what
You're
is that?
$9. What are you doing?
Yeah, they do that on cruise ships.
Yeah.
You want shitty Wi-Fi for cheaper? You're like, no. Why would I
Not
want
at all.
worse? There should be one option of Wi-Fi.
Dude. For $40, you can see a movie. You're like, give me the movie.
Yeah.
Make it a price or not.
Yeah.
Anytime
Not
I'm
a
buying
tier
something,
system.
I'm buying something called platinum Wi-Fi. I know I'm getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
and that's because you already skipped the silver. You skipped all the other packages.
Plus, I'm gonna be pissed if I'm texting my comedy buddies, or if I'm like later talking to my comedy buddies, and they're like, "Oh, I'm using the cheap Wi-Fi. It's great." I'm like, "God damn it!" Because that's what they do. I wasn't gonna buy the platinum one. You go, "I mean,
Yeah, you think you get ripped off?
yeah, I
too?
didn't buy platinum either." Idiot.
That's funny. Hey, George, how you doing over there, buddy?
Good, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
We
Just
got
let
a
me know when
camera
you
on
guys
you
want to
yet?
start, and I'm ready to go.
Do we have a camera?
I can press
on you
record
yet?
at any time.
No. Can we get a camera on you?
Why don't we have a George cam?
Budget.
Do
We
need
got
more
3 cameras on Josh.
Yeah. Well, that's a fat thing, dude.
Yeah, he gets 2 cameras.
They got to when I
seats.
lean this way, we got to cut to each side.
I also want a George camera on the Patreon exclusives with Jeff.
George looks
We could
so
do that.
good. He's got a face like
He's
you want
too
him on
handsome.
camera.
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
It's the hair, dude.
He's got a face you want to.
Also, I want
Sex
people to
with.
know who's
Yeah.
bullying me every episode.
I want to fuck his face, dude.
Oh
There's
yeah.
some good ones in the last one.
Also, like he bullies
Just
me a lot.
ignoring all the gay shit.
I know. What's up
He
with that?
did.
Oh, gay shit?
Powering through.
He did. Well, that was fun. Should we?
All right, let's do it. Are you aware of the premise?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess
You
just
gotta
do it
eat
for the
hot
sake-
sauce. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to ask you how much to do these things. And then
Okay.
you tell us how much it would cost you. Some of them are preposterous. Some of them are pretty reasonable. It's a big scale.
Okay.
But then also you got to keep in mind, the viewers and us and anyone else that's listening can put money into these pots to have you do it.
Okay.
So then you're going to be held accountable to do them. And we'll give you the money. You get the money.
Yeah.
But you got to do the thing on camera.
Okay. Is it like is it live? Like people send money in live or?
No,
Okay.
Not right
be
now. We'll
one
just do
day,
it as like
maybe.
a separate video.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day we'll get live.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, no,
Because
what?
it'd be tough to get all the circumstances correct live.
I mean, one day
Yeah.
we'll get a
call
new.
in. Fucking.
We'll get a
donate
new
thing.
guy and we'll go live. Like one day, that's how
Like
it-
one of them is, we'll do it right. We'll start with
Yeah.
this one. How much to get hit with a major league fastball?
Ooh, that's like 98.
And we couldn't do that in here. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh, I
Like
see
we
what
would
you mean.
have like a major league pitcher on a mound, and he's gonna throw a fastball at you.
Whip it at me.
So how much to wear one?
I'd say. What kind of pitcher? Like
Major
who's-
league pitcher.
So like any of them?
Probably Joe Musgrove.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a knuckleballer, dude.
Musgrove.
We're
I
just
only
gonna
know
do
I don't know. Like maybe
a
he's
nice
a
50-mile-an-hour
Tim,
knuckleballer, dude.
Tim
I just
Wakefield,
wanna-
rest in
Rest
peace.
in
But
peace.
but also like if Tim
Phil
Wakefield,
Necro, dude. We're gonna get you the best knuckleballer.
48
in the
miles
game.
an hour.
give me a changeup.
Yeah, we'll get a changeup guy.
Yeah. Well, I only know 2 big league aces, and
And
it's
they
Joe
throw
Musgroves and Kyle
mid-nineties.
Freeland, and they can both throw
mid-nineties.
90s.
Those guys are pretty good. Like I do it for like. I feel like this is low enough to where it might happen. Like $250.
$250.
Yeah.
You're our guy.
It seems low. It
was
seemed
good.
low, and I
He's our guy.
You're too nice. I was gonna try to get him
shit.
down even lower. I was gonna be like, what are you sure you wouldn't do it for like 150?
I'm like, I can fucking take a.
Actually, this
What
is-
do we
no,
say
keep
here,
going.
George?
Lock it
Lock
in.
it in.
Well,
That was so short. I don't like how short that was.
We're just so
How many
happy.
did
I can't believe you did that.
Yeah. This is going to be great. Forget the fans. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I'll pay $250.
Yeah, we'll get that's great, dude. I'll split that one too. That's great.
Um,
I want my money. I want my name behind that one also.
I just want to meet Musgrove.
It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, sorry, it's not a meet and greet. He's gonna be
Yeah.
on one side of a wall.
He'll be
hit
hanging out
you,
with
and
us.
then he'll split.
yeah,
you
he
out.
beans me
We'll
and
be
then just
chopping
ignores
up with
me.
Musgrove.
You'll
He'll
get
be
the
like, hey,
hospital. We'll be getting lunch.
Hey man, you got me in the elbow. He's like, listen, dude, I don't have time.
Are you
Listen,
left-handed
you
or
signed the
right-handed?
paperwork, didn't
right-handed?
Okay. Beautiful.
you? I cracked my rib. Yeah. That happens.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Anyway, Jeff, good to see you.
That's so funny, dude.
Fuck. Yeah, well, at least, yeah. In the big
This
leagues,
sucks.
you make $30 million, and so if you crack a rib, you got the best health care and you have a $30 million
Oh yeah, your
contract.
ribs are back there too.
Yeah.
Do I get armor? I guess I should ask this stuff
Nope.
first.
It
No
might,
armor.
it might cost us like,
Medieval armor. Though.
Yeah.
We
My
can wear an
chainmail.
elbow pad if you want, because
Yeah, you
you
can
don't
wear an
want to
elbow
hit your
pad.
elbow. And
Yeah.
the players wear elbow
he's
pads.
gonna
Yeah. I get to wear whatever the players wear against those. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, absolutely.
The whole thing's going to cost us $300 because we'll give Musgrove $50.
Nah, Musgrove will do it for free. Kyle will do it for free too.
I know. We'll have to figure out if we want it coming in from a left-hander right into the ribs here or a right-hander to the back.
I just want I want a custom Dodger jersey.
Yeah, we can call into the
Something
bullpen
sick,
for this
like,
one.
where I really look like a fucking player.
You can't buy it at the stadium. $250 is not going to get you.
Yeah, you think we're doing this in the stadium? We're not doing this in the stadium.
I don't have to be in a stadium. I can look like a Dodger.
It's at Municipal Park, dude.
I can go to Castle Park down the road and I'll look like a Dodger.
You can wear your Dodgers Hawaiian shirt you like to rock.
That's just a regular Hawaiian shirt with a
Pretty cool.
Dodger hat that I have.
Oh, man. Here's another one. How much to get slapped by one of those slap boxers?
See those slap guys. I'm gonna need some more for that one because I can see those. It seems like that's all they do.
It is.
Like it seems like they really
They make about $400 a year, but they
and they practice
they're
all
pretty
day.
committed.
Yeah, they'll be practiced.
Yeah.
They'll be good.
I'd say for one of those guys. God, yeah, because I'm not a beard guy either. You know what I mean? Because I know the beard cushions it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it could grow thick enough to really protect my face. So I don't think
You
that'll
grow a
work.
beard for it.
Yeah, I'd have to be. Hey, I need 6 months to prepare
Yeah.
so I can get past the stubble.
His girlfriend's like, "Why do you look like that?"
Yeah.
Getting ready for the
yeah,
slap.
I said I'd do it for 20, but I don't know what I was thinking. I gotta get this slap.
Did you say $20?
No. I said as a joke. I said $20. I was not committing.
Don't
Do not lock it
don't
in. I swear to God, I'll walk if you lock it.
I like how he thinks Jeff, you and I have beards, so we'd be so much more protected.
Well, it's not like
No, not
we didn't
really.
say
Not
how
you
much
guys.
we do.
I know,
I'm
but
not
I'm just
saying
saying,
you guys.
Like,
Like,
talking about all
this is
these-
way more
I'm talking about, like,
protected.
All
I'm
these
talking about
fat
the-
guys on TikTok that are going.
You see
They all
those-
have beards.
Yeah, those giant Viking beards, dude. That
Yeah.
guarantee that takes
They got
at
white
least.
powder on their
All right.
hands.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's the fucking,
I don't like when they're doing the practice
Yeah, I know.
things.
Why are
You
you
go,
lining me
"Don't
up
do
so
that."
fucking tight?
You're like, can you do it with no practice? No
Yeah,
practice.
yeah.
You know, when my dad slaps my mom, he doesn't warm up first.
yeah. He's never.
He
Fucking,
just kind of wings it, you know?
Oh, no.
Yeah, her hands are never resting nicely in the
yeah,
front.
exactly. She's not waiting for it.
He does do the fake.
She's not breathing.
That's so good.
I'd say $5,000 for that guy.
$5,000.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say like 500. I was like, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
Lock it in.
I was so excited. What about a woman slap boxer?
Woman slap boxer? Hey, I'll pay her to fucking hit me.
Oh, okay.
Can I be hard?
Am I allowed to be fucking naked?
This is an interesting answer because it's like,
Yeah.
do you say, oh, they're the same, or do you?
No,
pick
they're
a
definitely
price?
not. I'm for sure she'd fuck me up. Like
Yeah.
I'd be concussed.
I don't think. I think
badly.
you'd be fine.
I mean, like if you're like a professional
Yeah, she's gonna be good.
fucking.
I
yeah.
think you'd be fine.
She's also like imagine. I imagine it's like every
All her
boyfriend that ever fucking hit
ex-boyfriends.
her. Just like
Every
you
ex-boyfriend.
motherfucker.
I got slapped by a girl named Sarah McCarron in 5th grade because all I did was steal the basketball from her in a basketball
Oh my
game.
God.
And I'm still rattled by that slap. It shook me. I was going. I didn't even know what to do. I just
Did you call foul?
No, but I acted
playing
like a little.
basketball.
I acted like a little bitch, like a little victim. I was like,
Did you tell?
no, I was shook. I
didn't
just
tell the
stood there
teacher?
like that's part of
Oh,
basketball.
I would have told the teacher.
You steal the ball.
Also, like you said, like 5th grade.
Yeah.
That's when women or dudes are like the same
Oh,
size.
she was
still.
tall as me.
Yeah,
Taller
Oh,
than me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm still shook by that. I'm actually going to look up Sarah McCarron and see
Look
if she
her
even
up.
remembers this.
Send her a trauma bill.
Yeah. Because she was like clutched her pearls. Like, she just came over and took the ball from me. Like, that's basketball. We're playing basketball.
That'd be great if she's like 6'7" now.
Oh,
She's like,
dude,
"What's up,
yeah.
bitch?"
Nobody ever stole the ball from her.
It
again.
also really made me realize, like, wow, women can hit. You know, like it was like one of these like bad action movies where the woman slaps you or hits you and the guy falls out. You know,
Yeah.
it was impressive.
So $5,000 for the dudes.
$5,000 for the dude. I'd say 3 for the lady.
$3,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's
it's fair.
probably
Yeah.
That's a good gap.
Yeah. We
The
need
way
a,
that
we
the
need a
man's-
wage
That's a
gap.
good wage
We need a
gap.
wage gap.
Yeah, the way that the men's
I won't do it
tees
without a
are
wage gap.
farther away from the hole than the women's tees
Yeah,
is
yeah.
very much
Yeah, exactly. It's like
makes sense.
It's a sporting, you know,
Yeah.
for I don't know. Yeah.
Just to help her
I like it.
I think the T thing was the right now.
get her some work.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are pretty good amounts. Here's one I thought of today.
Did you ever do the female boxer or we've never done this slap boxing difference in gender?
I think no, but I think I said like $10,000 for the dude, which is a lot.
So actually, let's take a quick break here.
I did
just
10?
for me to talk to the viewers. I've been watching the episodes And I love this podcast. It's very fun to watch. Anytime I think we might have had a boring episode, I watch it and I giggle. Josh is very funny. I love doing this. It's been a very fun podcast for me. However, I've noticed Josh's numbers are really high. And also Josh just either won't do it or it's really high. I don't think we're ever going to see you do a thing.
There'll be a thing. We'll figure it out.
What did you say for the fastball thing?
Fastball, I talked about all of us doing it for free.
I said 500
As like a field trip for the podcast.
Okay.
Because real big leaguers get hit
No,
with
I said
pitches.
1,000 on the fastball.
And also, we are the same. We're older than the big leaguers. You're probably the exact same age as a big leaguer.
Yeah.
So it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna have a bruise, but it's not like a life-ending thing. It's not like a.
I'm the same age as like an accomplished big leaguer.
Yeah.
Like it's not like.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah, that's a good.
So like like that's like guy with a good career. If you suck, you're already out.
And we also might say like if we're talking about NFL, those guys have better bodies than us. They're very strong. They got muscles and stuff. But in baseball, they don't.
Yeah.
In baseball, there's fat guys, there's like out of shape
is
guys,
true.
there's skinny guys, short guys, tall guys. So it's kind of, our bodies are all over the place.
Yeah.
I'd also like to address that. If I was 28, I would have done all of it for way cheap. So I'm 45 now. So
I guess that's a good point too. Yeah.
That's the difference.
Just want everyone to keep an eye on Josh's numbers. He's trying to get people to do it for like $50, and then he's like, "We're gonna shave Jeff's head for $2,000." And I'm stressed. I'll be honest. I'm very stressed about it. In fact, I've had multiple messages that are like, "We will start a pot to get you to keep your hair."
That's illegal, dude.
But I'm going low enough that these are stressing me out already.
Yeah.
And you're going, I think $5 million to eat a pepper.
Dude, it's Pepper X though, to be fair.
Pepper eggs,
Yeah,
dude.
but $5 million.
I said
this guy.
100,000. I said $100,000.
Ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
No one's gonna give you $100,000 to eat a pepper that they eat for free.
Speaking of peppers, let's go.
Yeah. You good at hot
You
stuff?
good at spicy stuff? You thought,
Not really.
Right when we got here, he
thought-
thought he was gonna have to drink hot sauce. Which
Well,
that was the
because
pod.
I saw Jeff with something earlier.
Yeah. Jeff had a hot sauce.
how much to
thing.
chug this?
right now?
Yep.
chug it.
What is it? Let me just see.
You just
I
gotta
just need to see
finish
what's in it.
It is
I thought
0.7. My DUI was a little higher than that. 0.7 fluid ounces, and this is a very hot sauce that's called Pepe's Whiskey Habanero.
All right.
What do you think?
I was like, "There's no way you would chug, Jeff. How much to do it?" Welcome to the live version of the episode.
Well, that's how he
Yeah.
got in
Boom.
it.
I
How
like
he got
it.
it in his
Yeah,
mind.
that makes
is I-
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he
figured
was.
it'd be all like stuff. How what do you guys got on you? What's going on?
So I have the bomb from the Hot Ones challenge. I thought that's the one he was gonna have to.
No, that one
chug.
gives you like ulcers. I'm not trying to get an ulcer.
Yeah.
I put a little piece of that on my tongue.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a tongue ulcer. I had like a little circle.
Oh, you
of
already
hot,
did it.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, how much you guys pay me to do a a little dab?
Dab. I'll do a dab.
All right.
You chug all
All
that.
right, shut up, dude.
Not even a camera on me.
George is getting into this.
$100 to drink all that.
$100? Dude, no way. I won't do it for 100.
How much should we do it for?
I'll do it for $1,000.
Oh,
No.
get the fuck out of here. That's insane.
I'll drink it for 100.
$100 you're gonna drink this?
Yeah, I'd do that.
Really?
I love money. Yeah.
I love money, but
I'll
I mean
throw a lot of
$100. What's
smell
that
it.
gonna? Oh, that's really spicy.
I also stole it from the other room. They might need it. I didn't even care. Just treating
there's a
things like it's mine.
They definitely don't need that many. There's
Is
a
there
lot.
$100? You'll do it?
I'd drink that for 100.
Really?
I mean, it's free $100.
I'll do $100 on it.
You will?
We'll fucking put 100.
Well, now I look like a pussy. How's that?
Yeah. You look like a
This how you
big
guys do
bitch.
this?
You guys want to
Go
split
50.
It, split it for 50?
I'll do.
I'm doing
No
100.
splitting, no
Yeah,
splitting.
no splitting.
I know, that's right. You guys want to do it each for $50?
$100.
I'll pay $100, dude, to see you,
You
do
guys
that.
mocked the shit
Well,
out of
let
me for
see it.
$250, and then
let me
you're
make
like,
sure
"You
it's
wanna do it for 100? You
spicy.
fucking ass."
It is. It's hot as fuck. I can smell it.
Habanero
Yeah.
in there, so that's.
Yeah, habanero is not a nice one.
Yeah.
My God, dude, I wouldn't even smell it for $100, dude.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
You got to drink the whole thing.
Yeah.
$100 coming out of my pocket.
Oh,
Oh my God. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, you got it. You
what
did
an
it.
animal.
Swallow it. I'm gonna put my hand on your.
Now baby bird into my
Oh
mouth.
my God. Is this? Oh, I got $100 for you coming.
That's amazing.
I can't believe what a
That was wild.
God. He better have.
Look at
Oh,
it.
no, dude, that happened.
You said you regretted it?
Jeff, I said no water. I said no
I
water.
told Josh, too, I'm real good at hot stuff. When we
Yeah.
talked
Well,
about
we'll
it before.
see.
Yeah,
We're
you're
not
like
done.
you're not even crying. You fucking
hot.
ate that, dude.
It's definitely hot.
Your face is red.
Yeah, it's hot. But money well spent.
I'm gonna be honest.
Money well earned.
I'm gonna be honest. I
Love money.
I kind of hope it ruins the rest of your day.
Yeah. So that you get your money well spent.
Tonight, yeah.
I'm like, come on, $100.
Yeah.
Be worth it. Be worth
I'm
it.
saying money well earned, and you're going, not yet.
Not yet, dude. Not yet.
This is stage 1.
All right, guys, everybody, let's raise that money. We'll get up to $100 for him. Oh yeah, he's starting to shake. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
There's a lot of vinegar probably in that too. That's
I
probably
think
know
he
what the
watered
fuck
it
it was.
down. I think it's bullshit.
No, he opened it. He cracked the seal.
yeah, I did open it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
It just says hot sauce, product of USA, bottled in China.
Oh, God. Chinese habanero.
Oh no, dude. You're
How does
gonna
that work?
The China hot
It's
sauce.
a Chinese
China.
product of the USA.
Hot
Isn't
sauce
it
in
China?
China.
I do love the way Trump
China.
says Gina instead of China.
The China hot sauce.
He's the best.
He's the best.
China. He's hilarious.
What other shit can we find around this office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
All
else
right. So you did that.
How much to make out with Wrigley for an hour?
Oh, there
Should
we
have sit
go.
on that thing, just make out
How
with a dog.
much to tongue the dog for an hour? Here's one I thought of today.
Woo!
And this is for both of you guys. How much to go up on a comedy set and just be silent, not say one word for 5 minutes, or until they drag you off the stage?
I've seen
Right.
people do that like at the Comedy Store for free. That's real.
So
That's
what I
fucking-
guess here's my follow-up questions for these. Is like, what if I was like, could I make it seem like I'm like real nervous?
Yeah.
Like I'm about to start and then I keep stopping, like a shtick like that? Because
Yeah.
they're going to be mad. People will probably leave. 5 minutes is so long.
Yeah, people get
Okay,
pissed.
so let's do 3 minutes, and yeah, you can act like you're nervous, and you can't say a word.
I could do 3 minutes.
It's almost
for-
like you got a bomb for 3 minutes, and then.
Ugh, that would suck.
I'm not even kidding. I've seen people do that trying to be funny.
So how
at that
much would
potluck.
you do it for?
I don't think I'd do. I don't think I'd do that.
There's no amount
I
of.
know, it
so-
does suck because my reputation's on the line.
Yeah, that's not worth. Drinking hot sauce means nothing to me.
So $500, you wouldn't do it.
No, $500. Fuck that, dude.
Oh, I'd do it for $500. I would do it for $500.
Definitely not. I wouldn't for
3 minutes.
5 minutes.
Well, it's
I
like,
mean-
but you have like a specials out and all this shit. Like
Yeah.
everyone knows. Like,
Yeah.
someone could see me and be like, "Oh, look at this fucking
I saw him
unknown
once
retard."
clam up.
yeah, exactly.
I remember this guy. He got all scared to perform.
yeah, exactly, dude. Like it's totally different if you do it.
So you would do it?
Yeah, I'd do it for $500.
$500.
That's locked in.
3 or 5 minutes.
3. There is a giant difference. That's one thing you really learn about time when you start stand-up. Like, I used to say things like, and then he was quiet for like 2 minutes straight. And then you look at the video of whatever, and it was like
30 seconds.
15,
20
something like
Yeah.
that, because the time is, a pause is, you think a pause is short, and it's very long. So, yeah, 3 minutes would be like $500. 5 minutes, people are leaving.
I think I would do it for
People
$500
are
too.
shouting,
People, even in 3 minutes, people start.
I think I would do
Yeah,
it
yeah.
because you don't have to do. I'm not telling you to do it at the Improv,
Right.
Or you don't have to do it at the comedy. Like you could pick a show that's like whatever.
Yeah. I guess there's the Corbin Bowl.
The only thing is you can't.
I'd do
tell,
$500 for the
You
Corbin
can't
Bowl.
tell the booker that you're going to do it.
Yeah, I would do
Yeah.
it. I mean, it would suck, but whatever, and I just...
We should go up at the
And
same
then once
time.
your 3 minutes
like
is up,
bumping mics, but then we don't say anything.
once your 3 minutes is up, you
and
get
then
to tell
afterwards,
him.
people are like, what the fuck was that? He was like, I thought he was going to talk.
I was waiting for him to go. I was following him.
We both
Or
had
one after the
strong
other.
instructions not to start till the others started.
You know why I asked that is one time I did comedy for a friend's. It was a party, and I was on a bunch of mushrooms and ecstasy at the same time. And they're like, "Do comedy." And I'm like, "Let's do it later." And I kept pushing it.
It's
And
the worst friends in the
Finally,
world.
finally, I'm sitting around. There's 20 of them watching, and I didn't say one word for about 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Oh,
and they're
wow.
all like, "Say something!" They're yelling at me.
Yeah, 'cause
"Say
it makes
something."
them uncomfortable,
And the
too.
whole time, I was just like, I don't know whether to do crowd work. I don't know whether to start. I don't know whether to. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know whether I should tell jokes they've heard. Should I do new stuff?
just gonna say
And I'm
nothing.
just literally, I said nothing. And then finally, after like 1.5 minutes, they just grabbed me, and I was like, I can't do this right now, and I got up. So that's why I was wondering if you. So you wouldn't do it any amount of money.
I do $500 at like a Valley open mic.
There you
Okay,
go.
yeah.
We're all at 500.
$500.
Yeah, I think that's
The
fair.
only rule is you can't tell the booker that you're doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and,
then
the
once that-
other rule
See,
is
the
if
fact
you're the person who gives us the $500 to do this, you can't record it and be like, look, he clammed. Actually, you could record
No,
it.
you can record it.
but
We'll have
we'll have
we gotta
this
have proof.
evidence.
Yeah, we'll have to
yeah,
have
yeah.
proof that you did it. and then also can at the end of 3 minutes, do you just start doing your set?
Yeah, maybe. Start killing. They're like, what the fuck happened? We thought we hated this guy. I thought you meant 3 minutes, then I have to get off
Could
stage.
you imagine?
Yeah, that would make. It's
How-
almost worse doing a set after that.
I
It's
think-
almost like harder.
I think that would be funnier.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'd
Get into a
prefer
joke.
it.
yeah.
And be like, and here we go. Just
Yeah.
launch into it.
All right. Yeah.
I'm back at a show, like I light him as soon as 3 minutes, and then you get into it.
Yeah. There's all these conspiracies that comics are just robots. You know, like I
You
was
guys
there.
aren't?
He didn't do anything for 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden he just kicked it in.
What I think is crazy is how many people's phones would be out. Why are you burping, dude?
Yeah, they just chugged some hot sauce.
How many people's phones would be like just all of a sudden out, recording
yeah.
you frozen
Yeah.
for a little bit? But then once you're like, oh, I'm just doing a thing, like I think it'd be fine.
Yeah.
And then just right into it. And they're like, what the fuck?
You could either freeze or you could act like you want to say something. You could
Yeah.
be panicking. You could look at notes, like whatever you need to do to just not say a word for 3 minutes.
I wonder how everyone would respond. Like, would the booker panic and then just take you off stage at
I think
2
that's
minutes?
I think that's what would happen.
Yeah.
Do you have to get to 3 minutes without
You're
it
like
being
ruining
stopped?
the
Or
show.
or the
Okay.
booker throws you off the. I think the booker taking
Yeah.
you off the thing would be.
He's going to, what the fuck was that?
But the only thing you got to worry about that is you guys
And you're
telling
like, that was
him.
a cool 500, you bitch.
Yeah, the only thing you got to worry about is you telling the booker, like, "Hey, man, come kick me off
Super
in a
aggressive
minute."
about it.
I got $500.
Yeah, that's more money you made in your entire life.
It's not even true.
$500. I've
mean.
definitely seen.
I love it. So there is a little price to how much to bomb.
Yeah.
Which
Here's
is-
one that
which is very
Avi
interesting.
sent.
Oh, yeah,
love
we
ya,
got-
Avi.
Yes. By the way, we want viewers to send things in too. That's awesome.
How much to go to a WNBA game? Right? And you can, that's it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm out.
$6,000.
Yeah.
$6,000.
I wouldn't do it.
You guys both have family who love WNBA.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
No, so you gotta go to a WNBA game. You can go with your buddies. You can go alone, but you have to wear a shirt that says "Women Suck."
Oh, that's tough.
So it's a long game too. Yeah,
Ooh.
That's like the.
just really asking for it.
That's where every
Not
woman.
even WNBA sucks. Just women suck.
Well, and like a WNBA game is where all the women who would be most mad at you wearing
do.
that
Yep.
shirt will go.
It's the lion's
Like,
den.
Yeah, that's like where it's fucking,
That's the lion's
that's
den.
the belly
for
of the
sure.
beast. The fucking,
I would do it.
How much?
$1,000.
yeah.
$1,000.
Josh has that shirt. He's
Yeah.
got it at home.
Yeah,
I got 10 of those shirts.
I sell those after shows.
He's got,
That's my merch.
He's got koozies. He's
It's-
got hats.
Yeah, it's weird. The women don't buy them, but the dudes
Yeah,
love it.
well, the guys are the ones spending the money. Anyway.
God, Jeff, you're rubbing off on me. Damn it. No, I mean, and then I just wear a hoodie over it, and
No, you can't wear a hoodie.
Oh,
get
yeah.
it. No, yeah. I'd go to a WNBA game where women suck and sit at the seats. Yeah, no problem.
Don't you feel like your family would be a little disappointed?
No, I don't, because they're not going to the WNBA game.
Don't they?
No, it would just be me at the game.
I think lowest I go is like 7,500.
Really? That's pretty high.
Yeah, because that'd be a tough.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd recover.
I know.
If people found out about that, I might have to go. I might say 10, honestly, and that's
10
still
grand.
crazy low for maybe ruining my entire life.
I'd have that stupid look on my face like the guys from Impractical Jokers, like
yeah.
Wait, 10 grand to do this?
7,500.
No, I upped it to 10.
Oh, just you did.
Yeah.
Wait, to wear a women suck at a WNBA game?
Yeah,
I don't get why.
because it's like bad for people
Your
liking
reputation.
You think everybody's gonna take videos of you? I can't imagine.
you.
People
I feel like that
see it
could go up on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that would like
Oh,
people
yeah.
would see.
Yeah, and then once you
like
put-
TikTok would blow it up, and,
and
they'd
then
be
you
like,
go, comedian
"Oh, I see
gets-
that guy at the fucking improv. He's
What
a
a
fucking
piece of
piece of
shit.
shit. He's
Yeah.
always been a piece of shit."
Is
You know,
it
like, it's-
cancelable, you think?
Yeah,
comedian gets $1,000 for doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm spinning it, dude.
yeah.
I wouldn't do
Comedian
it.
gets $10,000. Sounds a lot better.
Well, now I want to say $10,000. You made me
Too late.
nervous, dude.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it is a cancelable.
I didn't think that was a big deal.
All right, how much to tweet right now? Women suck. You just have to
I'd
tweet it.
say
I mean, I could do that. Nobody looks at
Only
my
my
tweets.
mom would see
Nobody
that.
looks at my tweets.
They might. The
that
people-
would be the one I do that goes fucking viral.
How much
I
to
would
tweet
do
it?
that for years and it never does.
I would do it.
All right, well, I'll make it a little audible here. How much to tweet black people suck?
No, that one
I
is
don't
definitely not.
What I know it's worse, but what's what? How much to tweet it?
No way.
Price? I'd say I'm gonna need another 10 for that.
20.
10 grand.
20 grand.
say 20,
Willie
yeah.
will tweet either women suck or black people suck. Your choice.
And then
you
I'll wear
think
the
Twitter
shirt.
would
You
let
give me
you do it?
You
Yes.
round it up to 30 total, dude. I'll do both.
Yeah. They let you post porn on X.
I think for $2,000 I would tweet women suck.
Yeah.
And then I would just go in like, I just broke up with a girl. I was mad. Like, just as soon as you've, and also it would get like 6 favorites and nobody would see it. Like
Yeah.
nobody sees my Twitter, so
Yeah.
it's not really a big deal.
It's such a silly one. It seems so simple. You're like, what could go wrong? And then the more you think of it, like, oh, man, maybe a lot could go
Oh man,
wrong.
everything could go wrong. Like Jesus Christ.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this one booker at this one place stopped talking to me. And
Yeah, right. I can never do zanies or something.
You think you'd get in more heat if you put women suck or women should just make sandwiches?
The women should just make sandwiches. Isn't as simple, you know? It's
Yeah,
what
I
does
know.
that mean? Is he trying to say something?
Now that's a funny shirt idea, though.
That's why he doesn't want his face
Yeah.
in this. God dang it.
What about you, Georgie? How much to tweet? Women suck.
I'm kind of torn because I'm with Josh, where it's like
I got $5. Ah, woo!
Or how about this? You go to a WNBA game and you have a fake WNBA jersey that says like the Cleveland Sandwich Makers or something like that.
I like
How
that.
about that? It's kind
They
of
wouldn't
like
even
layered.
notice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Most women can't read.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you went to a WNBA game and it said women suck, like the people seeing it is not really.
I know, but
That high.
the hype of, or not the hype, but like the. It's like wearing a MAGA hat, you know?
I mean, I'm sitting
Even
up
if you
in the
like
top.
Donald Trump, you won't wear a MAGA hat just because the way you're optically being perceived.
Yeah.
So it's like you know you're wearing a women suck shirt and you're just walking around going, oh gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they
You're
gonna
like
look
cringing
down?
the whole time, rooting
Yes.
for yourself. It's
Yeah.
like fucking.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like I'm low.
Anybody else burping habanero sauce?
All right, George. How much to take off that women suck shirt you've been wearing the whole time?
give me a camera, please.
Sexist George.
How much to finally take that thing off, dude? It
Listen,
smells.
that's
You've been
pretty
wearing it for days.
offensive.
It's the only way I got the idea.
Never take it off.
Just read his shirt over there.
George is like WNBA game. I wear this for life. That's
What's another
great.
one?
You got tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Great ones.
Tattoos. Yeah. Nothing like it,
You got a tramp stamp yet?
only on the front.
Nice. How much to get a tramp stamp?
That is trampy.
Get a tramp. Yeah, that's the trampiest. My buddy Oscar. You met Oscar. He was the English guy at Vegas. He's got a tattoo right above his dick. It says rock star.
That's
It's got
amazing.
lightning
No,
bolts.
he
No way.
doesn't.
I love that.
It's so funny.
It's so perfect.
Every girl when they see it just starts laughing.
Or she's like literally like
Jesus.
all like in the mood. She's like taking down his pants, and then she's like,
Yeah. You see the lightning bolt start first, and she's like, "Oh no!"
You know what's
rock
crazy?
star.
Do you give them a heads
fuck.
up before, or what do
yeah,
you-
it's like Andrew
Yeah.
Slater says, like Rockstar's the only. It's like something your corny boss calls you when you got a bunch of great work done at your like job. Oh, someone's a rock star.
Yeah.
Like it's not like,
Big
about
rock
the
star on the emails, bud.
Yeah.
I had no idea Dean Del Rey had that tattoo above his dick.
It would make sense, though.
Yeah, he's a rock star.
I just love the fact that, like, the girl sees it and in her mind she's just dying, and then she's telling all her girls at brunch. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way that story's not coming
That's
up.
got to be so funny.
Oh,
like,
she talking
You're
about to
never gonna
everyone.
believe what I did.
It wouldn't matter if it was David Beckham.
Yeah, it doesn't
If
matter.
they're going, do you know what he had tattooed above his dick?
well, can you imagine like sucking dick and you're just getting closer to
Yeah.
rock star?
And then that girl's nickname is Rockstar for the rest of her life.
Terrible. Yeah, she could love that guy with all of her heart and still hate that tattoo.
They're at her wedding and she's like, "Yeah, Rockstar Jenny." You're like, "Gosh damn it."
Yeah, there she
Please,
is.
There
please.
she is.
That is
I
hilarious.
blew a rock star.
So lame. What does the guy do?
He's a UFC journalist.
Journalist.
Yeah. He's actually pretty great. He's not gonna. He's pretty
Yeah,
good at
but
his
he's
job.
a
Is he a
journalist.
rock star in
Yeah.
his profession?
Yeah.
I think
Definitely
I met him
not,
in Vegas.
Yeah, you did. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We went to dinner with him.
Yeah.
He's
Are you,
fucking.
are you sure it doesn't say rock hard?
I don't know. I was sucking his dick. It was hard to read.
Yeah. Also, that can work against you too.
It is not.
Late night of
hard.
whiskey, and she's like
Usually,
talking
I
about
promise.
false advertising.
She's like, it's never hard.
This guy's full of crap. He must have got this tattoo when he was young.
No, it says rock star, baby. That's worse.
Would you get a tramp stamp?
What would it say?
Well, first of all, would you get any tramp stamp?
Any tramp stamp.
It has,
You
to
get
say,
to pick.
it has to say women suck.
You get to pick.
As I'm getting pegged by
That's the name of this episode, just to draw some would try to get some
I always get on those episodes. It's always-
controversial traffic.
right.
I'm always
YouTube
on
will
those
knock it
episodes where
down.
it's like women suck featuring Willie Simon.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
God damn it, again.
That happened to me with Kill Tony. One of the times I did Kill Tony, the first 3 comics all did the most racist shit you've ever seen. I was like, why when I'm on here? This is terrible. I don't want to be on the episode. They're all worried about
It
scrubbing.
just says in the thumbnambale, "Racist comedians." It's a picture of you. You're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
look at
exactly.
that."
Yeah. The
The
comedians were
racist Kill Tony hour with Jeff Derry.
terrible and really, really racist. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I'd say tramp stamp. You know, because you can get a tattoo lasered. I keep telling myself I should.
Do you
I'd
have
say
some terrible ones?
I got this big dumb one I got in college on my arm. That's like
It's
it's just several ideas put into one.
But
Like-
you'll tell that if you do Rogan, like that'll be what you talk about. That tattoo.
Yeah, I hope we have
Some
something
pretty,
more interesting going on.
Legendary tattoo he's got.
Is it legendary?
We're saving it for Rogan. Dude.
Yeah.
No,
Don't
you can
pull
do
it out
on here
yet.
first.
We'll fucking beta test
You
it.
can
dude.
talk about it.
So it's I got this tattoo first to here, I'll just let you look at it, dude. It's fucking
pretty
awful.
awesome.
It's fucking crazy. Jeff
So-
has a friend or this tattoo artist, and I was like, oh, like she seems pretty experienced. She know what to do. And she took one look at it and she's like, yeah, laser it.
She's like, that's the
didn't
worst tattoo. She was pretty insensitive about
Never
it.
hesitated.
Wow.
I'm like,
But also
Jesus
the way we're
Christ.
snobby about comedy because we're comedians is the way she's snobby about tattoos because she's a tattoo.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you got a mandala on your neck. Fucking lady, shut up.
Wow.
You got a lot of mandalas.
But so it's like, I got this, so it's a hula girl in front of the city of Seattle.
Also, it
And it
says
says all over Mo Betta.
all over Mo
It's
Betta.
like, it's 3 different ideas.
No,
And
4
it's-
ideas. What's the face of this gal?
Oh yeah, it's an ex-girlfriend.
It's designed to look
that's
like his ex-girlfriend's
but like
face.
it's not her face. It's like
Oh.
it's that she was like a big hula chick, and so I was like, oh, I'll get a hula girl.
Oh,
It's
I
almost
thought
like
it was her face.
like representative of.
Yeah.
No, the artist that did
Say
this.
that word again.
There's no
representative.
representative
Faces.
of representative.
That one was good. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I think I nailed that.
why
Yeah.
Seattle?
Because I moved to Seattle.
Okay.
And I
From
was like-
Hawaii.
Yeah, from Hawaii.
You did live
And
there.
I was
Okay.
like, I was like, this is like freshman year or summer after freshman year, and I was like, I was like, you're like drinking a bunch, and you're like, oh, it'd be sick, like you and your like I was. In the
Yeah, I
rugby
know, but
house, too.
everyone does this. You're not alone.
yeah. I think everyone's fucking had this story. But like, I lived in the rugby house too, and so like, I told my rugby friends, I'm like, oh, it'd be sick if I got Seattle in the background of the hula girl. And everyone's like, yeah, that'd be sick.
of course.
Well, because he's like he went to Seattle.
Yeah, because I was in Hawaii, and then after that, I was in
Because it all
Seattle.
makes sense, you know.
Yeah, and you're like at 19, you're like, yeah, you want that's my entire life story.
Yeah.
That I was once in Hawaii, and then I'm in Seattle, and now I'm 19.
I want a Mariner symbol that's on a microphone being held by Bigfoot. Like that's what we do. You just literally you mesh all these things. You're like that is me.
Yeah, and then you fucking then you
And then
turn
you have it,
21,
you go,
and you're
"Oh,
like,
God."
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yours would be
Something
yours-
else has happened, and now I got
Yours actually would be Bigfoot holding a microphone with Mariners shaved into
Yeah,
his
yeah,
chest.
exactly.
It's a miracle. There's not
He's-
some cringy stand-up phrase on this fucking thing.
Well,
dude.
what are you
It's a
gonna
mere-
add?
Straight up
What
a
are you gonna
miracle.
add to it for LA? You gotta add
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
dude.
LA Dodgers sign.
I did consider getting rid of the Space Needle and like turn into like the fucking whatever the U.S. Bank building, and I was like, go back, dude. Go back. Not again. Not again.
It's just a young person thing to get shitty tattoos.
Oh,
It really
it's
is.
ridiculous. Dude. So tramp stamp wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, tramp stamp would be. Let's move this one down to my ass. That'd be fucking
Okay.
just as shameful.
We could do that.
Just as shameful.
I'd get rock star right above my butthole for like. I'd do another. I'd say $6,000. I'll do 6.
$6,000.
Yeah.
to get
gets
rock
rock
star
star
above your butthole.
Above
Yeah.
his ass cheeks.
Yeah, like a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Well, you said,
like
he
right
said
above
hole.
my-
You said hole.
He
I wanted to be
said
clear.
butthole.
Yeah. No, I was trying to just spice
That
up
is
the
more
phrasing.
trampy.
When
Right
you
above
say
the hole.
right
Yeah,
above
right above
your
the
hole.
hole. It'll say around the hole.
The only way they can see it is when you
Right
spread
above the
them.
hole.
It just says 4.
Like imagine saying that to a tattoo artist. I'm thinking about getting, this right above my asshole.
Yeah. I'm thinking rock star right above my asshole.
You mean tramp stamp, right?
Yeah,
No,
he's
no,
going-
asshole.
Oh, wait, I didn't
like
ask.
your lower back.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be
You just have to
professional.
spread the
I forgot to
cheeks
ask.
to read it.
Do you guys do walk-ins? I want Rockstar above my asshole.
Here I drew it. It's all just like all shitty.
They're all like, "Oh, you drew straws, bro. Damn it."
Did you try this with a
I
pencil?
gotta stop taking the fucking
Is that a
walk-in
mechanical pencil on a notebook piece of it?
dates. Yeah, I didn't really finish it. I just got a little tired, but
You get it.
That's
You
ridiculous.
guys take
$6,000, he'd get that tattoo.
What about you for a tramp stamp?
Well, I don't have any tats, so this is very high. It would be hundreds of thousands of dollars.
what?
Yeah, I don't have any tattoos.
Yeah, this is your first. For my
Yeah, that's not
All
going to
right,
be your
I'm getting
first.
annoyed. Like Jeff's getting
Yeah,
annoyed.
yeah, he doesn't do it
Shut the
anymore.
fuck up.
$100,000. That's not the game.
First of all, I beat you guys in every other one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that true?
I don't think that's
The
true.
women one?
Yeah, the women suck.
Yeah.
1K. A grand.
I said I would, so I beat you guys.
There's something
so far.
really funny about him saying hundreds of $1,000s for everything except for women.
Yeah.
Suck.
Well, yeah, that doesn't. That's the. Josh thinks
All right,
women
I'll do
suck.
that one.
You bullied me into saying women suck, Jeff. That's what he did. That's what he
Perfect.
did to me.
I'll make the shirt.
What about a Katy Perry tattoo?
Katy Perry's hot as fuck, dude.
Would you
I'll
get a
get
Katy Perry
I'll get a
tattoo?
Katy Perry tattoo. Does it have to be a tramp stamp?
A picture of her.
She's holding the vax.
Yeah.
No,
It's like squirting out.
she's going like this, holding 2 fireworks for the fireworks song.
Okay.
You're like already interested.
Yeah, I'd probably
Sounds cool.
I'd just probably do that.
Well, how much would you? How much would you do it for, Jeff?
Oh, I hate tattoos.
Yeah. Ooh.
I've had tattoos. They're terrible. I've had tattoos lasered off. That's very painful.
I know. I'm dreading that. Dude.
So to have a Katy Perry tattoo, how big is it? Let me see.
Is that the scale?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's that big. And then I would do it anywhere. I could put it anywhere.
Anywhere you want, man. Neck.
Nick,
Oh,
over your
jeez.
face.
I mean, I don't really know where I'd get that, but I would
You would probably
do
get
that
it right on your
I was
chest.
gonna say, yeah, right next to your heart.
for. This is gonna sound crazy, but I just hate tattoos.
And then next thing you know, Jeff would meet Katy Perry. And
$100,000.
Oh Jesus!
It's a lot.
100,000.
That's a lot.
You just said the same thing to me.
Well,
Dick.
this one for me is a lot.
I know.
This one for me
It's
is.
just funny that you were
I
talking.
gotta make
shit.
it preposterous.
Yeah, that one's ridiculous. So
Did you
Katy
do
Perry for you?
I do like one of those thigh ones.
Oh yeah, you could do on their
I
thighs.
think
those
that's where
thigh-
I'd get it, so I could. No one ever sees my thighs.
yeah, right. Just
And
put it
then
over.
also, I'm lasering that off as soon as the statue of whatever the thing is.
1 year.
Because once you get the tattoo, that's what everyone wants to see. Remember that
One-
girl got Kevin on her forehead?
That's insane.
Oh yeah.
1 year.
One whole year of Katy Perry.
I could do that. Maybe less. So I'll do it for
10.
$10,000. See, I went. That's pretty far
I
down.
think that's fair.
Look how far down I went.
Is the laser, is it pretty clean, like, when it's done? Like,
Terrible technology.
You got to do it like 10 times. I
No,
think, too.
more than that.
does
Yeah,
it look
it's like-
normal after, or is it still like
So
you
I
can
had
tell?
an armband tattoo on this arm that went all the way around, and a cross that was right here. And look, you can't see it.
Yeah. But how many times did you have to get lasered?
21 treatments.
Jesus
10,000.
Christ.
I mean, it cost thousands of
Yeah.
dollars. I think it cost $8,500, and it took years. And all my friends
What
would
a
make fun of
dummy.
me.
Willie, you're screwed.
What?
Yeah, that's not
Hey,
happening.
what a ding dong! He just said he would do it for 10,000. It's gonna cost him 8,500 to get it off.
Yeah.
you're gonna make $1,500.
I guess you tricked me when you said Katy Perry is gonna meet me.
Yeah,
All right, if I get to
a
meet
meet
Katy
and
Perry.
greet. Oh man,
Yeah, I'm just trying to be here for the podcast.
Yeah, I think exactly. Didn't play
Trying
in
to
the
have a
game.
good time.
how much to go to the food court and yell the N-word?
Holy shit!
No, we're not.
We're at this part of the show.
Let's see.
I want
This
to
is our
see what
last
his
one.
Yeah.
I want to see what his value would be. I mean, who knows?
I think that would be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That would be
kind of thing.
millions for me.
Yeah, I think millions.
That would be
Yeah.
10 million.
I'd go-
I
yeah.
I would. There's probably no price.
I could do it for
Yeah.
2 mil. A mil? 1 mil?
I think $1 million would change my life to the point where I could, just move away.
I'm gonna be honest. There's no value that I would ever do.
What
that.
food court?
Well, to play devil's advocate,
Sherman Oaks?
Which N word?
Yeah.
Nice.
Norbit.
Yeah. I didn't know what you were talking about. Where's my 10 milli?
George, what'd you say? $5,000?
no, but I'm just thinking, if it's that, who's
Did
the,
you-
the only one that's gonna film? Like, if it's unexpected, the only one who's gonna film it would be one of us. And are you gonna be an asshole friend to make him do it and then post it? Otherwise, you should probably be clear. Just playing devil's advocate here.
You think like if I went and yelled it,
Like if you went to the Sherman Oaks Gallery right now and just yelled it, who's gonna have captured that on their phone besides us?
Or knowing who
but none
did
of
it.
us are gonna post it. To
right?
I mean,
Yeah,
but for-
I don't think there's an amount that would make me do it. And I'm not saying that because I think I'm better than people who
don't
do
say that.
these-
Yeah,
do
you
these-
are.
No, but I mean they do these terrible things. But I just
said
mean
no money.
like
He's talking about you.
I said no.
I would just be so uncomfortable.
It would be hard.
He said thousands as long as nobody filmed it. No wonder he doesn't want to face camera.
Well, because he doesn't mean it. Well, it's because he knows he doesn't mean it.
No, I know. But you'd have to have some kind of film to prove
I
that it
guess
was
for the
done
show,
and to show
yeah.
the viewers if they
That's why
raise
I'd
the
be.
money.
I mean, it's just not
Yeah.
worth it.
No, it's not worth it.
Is that what the viewers want?
No, nobody wants it. It
The
would
viewers
just
really want to watch a video of
Honestly-
us screaming the N-word.
ruining our lives. I also have no eyebrows or hair because they've already paid me to shave my podcast.
I have
Ruining
this
my
gigantic
life.
bruise on my
Yeah.
ribs.
Katy Perry on my
Bean
chest.
but he's $100 grand richer. Also, that question was seriously just a racist check, and you passed. So nicely done.
All right.
That's all that was. Everybody passed.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
love it.
There we go.
Each week we will have one racist check, but our guest will be none the wiser. This one was really a test on me because I didn't know it was coming.
The most important one.
If you guys have any things you want to see us ask or even do, you want to send us some money, we're going to set that all up soon. Or there you can give already, to these things to try to collect the money. Willie, where can people find you, buddy?
Just find me at Willie Simon _ on all things. And then just go to my Instagram for show dates. I got a bunch of road stuff coming up.
Also, very, very, very funny comedian.
Yep.
Love you.
Really
dude.
are. You're
Tell everyone
hilarious.
You're going to
dude.
be a big
Appreciate
star.
you, man.
You are.
I say that all the time.
Dude, I love you, man.
Love you, buddy.
You too. $100.
Yeah, and I'm
That was the
feeling
best
fine
$100 I've ever
already.
seen you
know?
spend, dude.
I was just like, it'll be good for the show.
Then he just housed it like nothing.
Yeah,
He
I'm
had
good at
no-
hot stuff.
He just slammed it
Now
and it's
I'm
like,
like-
all right, next joke.
I didn't even, I didn't even check to see how hot it was. God dang
Well, I
it.
thought to myself, I'm sitting here looking at it going,
Habanero's
crazy.
it's
that
hot.
sounds
It was
fucking
hot. And I was
No,
sitting here
want
thinking to
ghost
myself,
pepper hot, dude.
no matter how hot this is, that's the amount isn't a crazy amount.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
That is
we
true.
love you guys. Thanks for joining us.
That was fun.
Josh, where can people find all your stuff?
Josh Nelson comedy, everything.
Subscribe to Wrestling with Freddie, the wrestling podcast I do once a week with Freddie Prinze Jr. Subscribe to Jeff Dye's Friendship. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Patreon exclusive with me and Georgie. And everybody's got a price. Don't forget to rate, review, like, comment. We love you
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for being here.
Stuff too.
Please do.
Peace.